taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. The Lord is good. The Lord is good. I'm so glad that the Lord is good. I tasted and I've seen the Lord is good. I've tried Jesus. The Lord is good. I found him to be the Lord is good. I found him to be better. The Lord is good. Lord, the Lord is good.
I've been looking at the lilies, and they're dressed up to the nines. I've been working, I've been spinning, stretching pennies into dimes. Well, it's not champagne and truffles, but you've got me clothed and fed. Every day has got its troubles, but I've got my daily bread. I've been looking at the sparrows. They don't sow and they don't reap. They don't think about tomorrow, and you're giving them a feast. Jesus, save me from the hustle. Let me fly to you instead. Every day has got its troubles, but I've got my daily bread.
spaces to capture runoff water and to keep it out of Placer Creek. This is all grant funded, and it's a huge gift to us. It's also a huge gift to the community and to, again, the created world. So we're really excited about that starting here in the next few weeks. Just enjoy watching that transformation happen. I will say that with construction's beginning, we'll send out an email this week to people who have let us know that they'd be willing to help do the work, because there is work for us to do to make this thing a reality. A lot of weeding, really, is what it boils down to. And so if you've expressed interest in that, we'll send an email this week. If you haven't specifically tapped one of us on the shoulder and said, I'd like to be a part of that and at least stay in the loop, then do that today, and we'll make sure you're included in that email. And then the last thing, I promise, the last thing, if you were at our budget meeting back in December, you may remember that we said that this year, 2026, was going to be the year when we would need to figure out as a community how we were going to address the various kind of, I'll call them infrastructure needs of this building. Really, a couple decades of deferred maintenance have put us in a position where there's some big ticket items that need our attention. And the stewards have been talking about that and thinking through how we might go about addressing those things. And we're getting really close to having a way forward mapped out. And we just want to let you know we're working on it. And I think probably about the time that this project starts, early May, we will have some definitive things to share with you about how we're going to try and take care of these items together. So just want to let you know it's in the works, and it's coming here in the next month or so. So there you go. All right. I think that is plenty of announcements. Teresa is going to lead us in some time of reflection and some prayer, yes.
Monroe's going to lead you instead of me, and what a joy that would be. If you have been with us in the last 7 weeks, yep, go ahead, yep, do it, good job. It's the right number, though, man, I couldn't even avoid it. Over Lent and Easter, our theme was this: tell me something good. And in the midst of a lot going on in the world, we wanted to bring that back for one more week today and to just name the things that you see that are good, to name the good news in the midst of plenty of bad news and more and more and more just coming at us each and every day. We wanted to give you a chance to name what is good, maybe even in the face of all of the bad, right? When something could go a certain way, that maybe a choice was made to live a little bit differently and to share good news instead of anger and hatred and division. An example, I witnessed an interaction between a parent and a teenager this week, where a teenager was expressing some concern about an event that happened in their house to this parent. You could see the parent go, seriously, what are you complaining about? Can I give you the list of my complaints right now? Like, you could see those wheels spinning. And then there was this moment of, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to listen, and I'm going to choose connection instead of division. And the teenager was heard, and conversation flowed beautifully after that in really lovely ways. So that is my example of good news to you this week. We're going to also, start thinking about what your good news is. We're also going to pass out, Lucy, do you want to help me? Can you pass out some of these butterfly seeds and butterfly papers that have seeds in them? And then here, we'll just send pens around. If you were here with us on Easter, you would have seen these little pieces of paper in the shape of a butterfly. They actually have wildflower seeds in them. So they are literally filled with growth and goodness and beauty. So we're going to pass them around one more time. We did this last Sunday as well. I'm looking around that many of you were in warm, sunny places on Easter Sunday. So, but if you were here, this is a chance to just write down the good news that you've seen. Maybe it was in those warm, sunny places that you saw some good news. Maybe it was in your neighborhood or in something else that happened this week. Maybe it was in watching Artemis 2 touchdown, whatever that is for you. So as those are going around, you are more than welcome to shout out what you're going to write on that piece of paper. By the way, that piece of paper you can take home and you can just bury it in the dirt and water it, give it some water, and new life is going to grow. That's all you have to do with this stuff. You just bury it in the dirt and new life will grow from that, whatever good news that you write on your piece of paper. Thank you very much. I forgot to pass those out earlier today. So friends, what is your bit of good news? Buds on your clematis this morning. It is. Spring is good. I complain a lot about winter, y'all know that, but spring is beautiful, and the buds coming off of trees and flowers is lovely. Well, we invite you to write that on your piece of paper or something else. What else, friends? Yeah. Watching Artemis 2 gives us a chance to be proud and gives us a chance to celebrate something together, right? I sat for 2 hours with my teenage daughter and watched it. That has brought us together too. Yeah. That is good news, my friend. Swimming with the Krondykes. Not swimming with dolphins, swimming with the Krondykes for a whole week. You also swam with dolphins. That's amazing. All right, fair. Anka, what did you want to say? Oh, seeing your kitties after vacation. Friends, joy and fun is maybe the very best news we could offer the world. Swimming with friends and the joy of seeing pets. Yeah, Mars. Your friend's cat is pregnant? Fun. So new kittens coming. Joan, go ahead. I'm just going to give you microphones instead of repeating.
I got to yesterday celebrate my stepdad's 90th birthday.
What joy.
Get your steps in. We were watching one of the Sunday news programs this morning, and they closed just with a reminder that there's more, even as much bad news as there is, to remember that there's more good in the world than there is evil.
Thanks, Elliot. That is what we've been trying to remind ourselves over the last couple of months here. So thank you for that reminder. Well, one of the ways we remind ourselves of goodness and connection and beauty and love is by doing things together. Chris said today is a group Sunday. It is our way of doing some things together to bring connection to us. Some of you are going to be outside digging in the dirt that you connect with the earth. Some of you are going to be having a discussion about hope. So connecting with one another and connecting with God. All of these are efforts to remind us of goodness, but also remind us that we can experience God's love anywhere we go, in whatever moment of our lives, whatever we're doing. So We break up into groups and do some different things to enjoy each other's company and to experience connection in new and different ways. So, a little orientation here, and then we're gonna speak some words of a prayer for our time together here. So, here are your group options. If you want to laugh and have fun and play games, go into the cafe. There's some games, but I saw some of you brought some in, so awesome. Can't wait to see what you brought. If you would like to participate in a discussion, that will be right here, so just stay where you are. If you are online, stay where you are. That discussion is happening here and right where you are as well. So that is your option if you're online. There's a group going outside with Joan to pull some weeds and cut down some stuff from last year so the good stuff can grow up again this year. Meet Joan by the front doors or the 28th Street doors if you want to participate in that. She does have gloves if you didn't bring some, and your clothes will wash, I promise. There you go, Joan. There's also a group that's staying inside doing some projects. One of those projects is clearing out a space for CCOM to have their mobile food pantry here for the first time this week. And the other spots are just to make sure there's spaces of hospitality for all of us and for all the people who use our building, right? That group is, if you want to be a part of that group, meet downstairs in the fellowship hall. Also, in the fellowship hall downstairs, if you want to decorate and assemble some snack bags for AYA, there's supplies for that downstairs in the fellowship hall as well. Did I hit all of them? I think so. Come back into this room at 11:05. Wherever you are, come back here at 11:05. We'll wrap up together and send you with a blessing, okay? All right. Before we move, let's speak these words together. Your words are in gold. Friends, come, take off your shoes, for where we stand is holy ground. Come, work on projects in the building, for where we create space for hospitality is holy ground. Come, dig in the dirt, for where we plant is holy ground. Come, play a game together, for where we laugh is holy ground. Come, create and assemble snack bags, for where we bring joy is holy ground. Come, discuss the possibility of hope in the world, for where we learn is holy ground. Come, take off your shoes, for where we are is holy ground. Amen. All right, ready, set, go. We'll put the locations back up on the screen. Be back at 11:05.
entirely sure if, I'm only using this microphone so that if there are people online with us, they can still hear. I know that at least one person is. Hi, Deb. And Deb, if you want to join in the conversation, you can type into the chat. We're doing this a little differently than we have in the past. I think we've always used Zoom when we've had these discussion groups, but it is an extra step of logging back onto some other system, and I think, often lose people in that transition. Plus, we're in this room today because there's a lot of movement in and around the building. Anyway, Deb, a little different, but hopefully you can, and anyone else joining us can type thoughts, and as we discuss, you can enter your thoughts, and then I'll share them here with everybody else. So, good. We are starting next Sunday, and then really up until Memorial Day, which always feels like a long ways off when I say it, and then you count the weeks, and you're like, oh boy. It's here in a real hurry, but we're going to take about 6 weeks to talk about hope together as a community. And we're going to be using the kind of major themes that are coming from this book, Hope, a User's Manual. Is there any chance any of you have heard of that book or even more read it? I'm guessing probably not. Flown by your Amazon recommendations. Okay, so the algorithm is speaking to us, you and I similarly then. I don't even remember how this came across my radar, but it did. And while the title's not particularly one I would go for, because it feels a little too like, a user's manual, you know. It's actually not like that at all, and it's quite a lovely short little book. Each chapter is very short. It's very anecdotal, but the author, Mary McGibbon, is trying to invite us, I think, to think about hope in some different ways. So the conversation here today is about that, about hope. We're using some questions from a study guide that she has connected to the book, and it'll prime the pump a little bit for the weeks ahead. So you have a head start on everybody else. Congratulations. Okay. Let's begin with this opening prayer that she offers again in this guide that she has for those who are reading the book. God of all hopefulness, your heart is our home, and its hearth is hope. Draw us together and toward its fire, burning away the dross of comforting platitudes and clutched control, prisons of positivity and future-only eyes. Bring flame and light to what we've pushed into shadows, warming us to the mystery of holy and hard hope. Kindle from our conversation, patient God, embers of activism and humility, creating a fresh fire of courage to live as people of hope, of our home, of you. Amen. So let's start by just thinking for a moment about what we think of when we hear the word hope. This is where a pen may be helpful. I'm going to give you, 60, 90 seconds to just jot down what words you would use to try to describe what hope means to you, or what you think of when you hear that word, okay? No rights or wrongs, you know that. Why don't you just think about that, or again, jot a note down, and then we'll share what we think. that is either. It's amazing, whatever it is. Uh, So what's coming to mind here when you think about hope and what it is? Yeah, anticipation towards things that are positive. Okay, good. Mm. Mm. Hope leading positive vision leading to action is Dale's thought. Just repeating for those people who are online, and for all of us. Yeah, she McGibbon has a whole section on this idea that just got expressed there. So she would agree. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, that's honest. I appreciate that. Yep. Yep. Mm. Mm. Hope with action again. Yeah.
I had sustaining and uplifting knowledge and promises that help us carry on. And for me, that kind of breaks down into uh, positivity that I heard spoken of earlier, or optimism. And the knowledge and promises, sometimes there's internal knowledge that we may have that points us towards hope, but other times um, in the relationship with God, I think that a lot of what we're going on is really promises,
Mm.
and we don't have the full picture.
Yeah.
And that help us carry on is really the recognition that we still live in a dark world, and there's a lot to still that weighs us down,
Mm-hmm.
but it's carrying us, and we can carry on.
Yeah. 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 Thanks, Nate. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Good. I think we're dabbling in that. I think we're dabbling in philosophy a bit here. Mm-hmm. word we use a lot, right? That gets, no, nope, nope. I was back to hope. But good clarification, yeah. Yeah. Hope is a word that gets used a lot. And yet as we sit here, I think we begin to realize, this is maybe a little tough to pin down exactly. And or we realize there's a few different ways to think about this thing that we name. Certainly in Christian circles, we name hope a lot, but what do we mean by it, right? She has some hope is not phrases here in question or point, whatever you want to call this, number 2. And her first section of the book is what hope is not. And then what hope is, and then she gets onto some other themes. So we'll start next Sunday with this idea of what hope is not. And I just want you to read through that list if you haven't already, or read through it again. And she asked the question, what resonates the most with you from that list? I'll just add what doesn't maybe resonate, or what do you feel like that doesn't seem right, or I'm not sure about that one. Take a peek at that. And I'm just going to read them through for the people who are online. Hope is not a prediction. Hope is not optimism. Hope is not charging into the future. Hope is not toxic positivity. Hope is not cause and effect. Hope is not the opposite of despair. Hope is not solace. Hope is not future proofing. We did name optimism as one of the ways of thinking about hope. Yep. And just to say explicitly, although I think you are all people who've been here enough to know that when we use someone, when we lean into someone's thoughts, books, doesn't mean that we always agree with them necessarily, right? And so you can say, I don't agree with her on any one of these, just to say that out loud. Yeah. Okay, wow.
And so anytime I see ism, I think of, it's an ideology.
Mm.
It's motivated thinking,
Mhm.
right? So optimism is wanting things to be positive,
Mhm. Mhm.
regardless of facts, I think.
Mhm. Mhm. Mm. What's the difference between optimism and toxic positivity? Yeah. Are they different? Are they the same? They're different. How so? Hmm? Yeah. 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 Right. 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 Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. 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 Right. Right. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I think of a twofold table with passive and pushy and authentic and fake. And toxic positivity is fake and pushy. And optimism could
mushy and fake. Yeah. Toxic positivity, that's kind of nice. It's a nice way to think about it. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, a lot of judgment against ourselves. If hope is solace, if it means that I feel good, or right, I mean, is that a fair, simple definition of solace? And I don't, right? Then what's wrong with me? Which has a relationship to toxic positivity too. Well, just feel it's okay. You should just feel better. It's that same often way of thinking. Yep. Hope is not that. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, hope is not a prediction. And I would say not only not a specific prediction about the end times, Jesus' return, those sorts of things, but it's also not a general prediction. Your life is going to be fine. And now again, we're kind of back to these toxic positivity, and some of these are very related to each other, right? But like your life, you're going to be okay. It's going to all be fine. We say that to each other, and I think that's a prediction of sorts, when in truth, your life might not be fine for a while. Anyway, I'm with you on both ends of those spectrums, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Anything else you want to say on these? So let's try number 3 here together. We're not going to go around the circle on these 4 things, but let's spend a moment on hope looks like. So if you're online, we have 4 bullets in front of us, and they're the beginnings of a statement about hope, and we're going to try and finish each statement with a word or a phrase. So the first one is, hope looks like blank. What would we put in the blank, a word or a phrase? Hope looks like. What do you think? I'll get us started by using Dale's idea, if Dale's right, to be determined. It's action. Hope looks like action, you could say, potentially, right? Hope looks like a first tattoo in Elvish ruins. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Hmm. Good. Yeah. Looks like a tattoo. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When her dog gets the popcorn bag. Amazing. Mm. Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna refer back to the little butterflies that we got, and hope looks like planting seeds.
Yeah, hope looks like planting seeds. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I think of the verse, there's three things that last: faith, hope, and love. So what does hope look like in heaven, say? And I think it still looks like something like planting seeds. We're still trying to increase the flourishing.
Mm.
Would be a way to
Mm.
maybe see it.
Increase the flourishing. Yeah, yeah. Nice, nice. Mm. All right. How about hope sounds like? Hope sounds like blank. What would you say? Unweighted laughter. Yeah. Mm. Lovely. Kids laughing. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Kid laughing. Yeah, from the deepest parts of themselves. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Celtic hymn sung in an Irish accent. I love it. I love it. Hmm. Hmm. Sounds like teaching. Hmm. Yeah. Kind of connects me to what you said about knowledge. Sometimes knowledge is the seed of hope to kind of mix all these together. Yeah. Yeah. What does hope feel like? Yeah. Getting into a warm car, the weather's still cold. Mm. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, opening your windows. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Exhaling a deep breath. Yeah, flowers on fruit trees. Hmm. Yeah. I just think about a lightness. When hope is difficult to hold, things feel very heavy to me, weighty, and hope brings a bounce. Yeah. I like that. A reason to make the bed in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Hmm. How about hope seems far away when? Read the news. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. to start is difficult to identify. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about those two for me. Just like any time when I'm facing something that is kind of massive. If it's something granular in my own life, I sometimes can be more hopeful about those things. But when it's a war, when it's a genocide, when it's systemic racism, yeah, that can feel far away.
Piling on. Monday, I'm sitting at home trying to catch my books up and get ready to do taxes, and I couldn't concentrate. There's all that stuff going on with the craziness of, threats of genocide to Iran. And I ended up calling a senator and calling a representative.
Mm.
I just was saying, what am I doing even messing with this stuff when we got this kind of stuff going on?
Right, right.
Do I use a lot of pay attention? That's, you got me asking that question. I'm the ultimate organization man. I'm compliant to the core.
Yeah, me too.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
I've had that thought too. I've always not minded paying taxes. Now
I used to be like, pay your taxes.
yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
Be a big diversion, sorry.
No, not a diversion at all. Nope.
Maybe when you feel like you're doing all you can, but nothing seems to be changing.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
on a large scale, but also like at home.
With your kid, who's yes, right. Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing wrong?
Yeah. Right.
I feel like we're doing all we can.
Right. Right.
Nothing is changing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So when nothing is changing, what's the point?
what's the point?
Yeah.
Like
That's when you know hope is far away.
Yeah.
When you're
I
saying
think
that. Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Steve, not knowing where to start is kind of the process. Like, okay, the cover's there. I'm gonna check my wall. My wall is crazy. Let me go online. The Wi-Fi's down. Let me call friends. Like, and just like all of your strategies start turning into pushing on a rope. And
Yeah, exactly. Let's go under the covers. Yeah. 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 Hmm.
But no, that actually does come out of having access. Even if you haven't found a way to start, if you have access to it, it's not even hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally,
Yeah. Right. Right. Even if I know where to start, do I have access to what I need to start? Yep. Yep. That's a pretty good segue into the next question she asked. Number 4 there. In Hope is Not Optimism, this is one of her little chapters. McKibben suggests that optimism is a form of white privilege. Oh boy. How do you understand the difference between hope and optimism? We can start with that question, come back to it. And then where do you see evidence of privileged optimism?
So, some of you know that I just came from 9 months in the Caribbean. This one hits me. Seeing the classes with mostly
understand.
optimism to blind privilege is where I think, yeah, that's not hope.
Yeah, yeah. I should have the book with me, so my apologies to Mary McGibbon if I'm wrong about this, but I think she connects optimism to, she says it's a circumstantial kind of feeling. And so you can be optimistic if the circumstances and the factors of your life allow you to be. You can be a half full sort of person if you know that I can hop on a plane, right? Or on the state side, well, hey, we can be optimistic about the police reforming, and we just got some problems, but we can work it out, and that we might say as white folks. Talk to maybe a black person, and they'll say, "Are you nuts? This is the way it's always been. It's not going to change, until we get to the core of it. This little piece of legislation, or your little right? It's a very different perspective. It's not optimism. Maybe they could be hopeful, but so this is the distinction that McGibbon is trying to get us to think about a little bit, and why she connects optimism to privilege. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, yep. And they can be, of course, and they should be, right? Um, mhm.
I've always viewed optimism opposite end of the spectrum of pessimism, and neither are very realistic, because pragmatism, realistic is very front and center. Thinking about this, it's kind of taking your reality and applying it to someone else,
Yeah, yeah.
which you just can't do.
Mm.
Because then it's like unrealistic optimism for someone else if it's your reality on them.
Yeah, yeah. Certainly
So the
could be
whole
true.
don't worry about the weather, be optimistic is, well, it's easy for you to say,
Right,
that's your reality, so
right,
I don't have to worry about the
right,
weather.
right. Yep. Mhm. Mm. Yep. Yep.
I feel like optimism, when tied to white privilege, is being positive about something you don't have to control. So, like, you care about these issues, you want to see things changing. So, at
Yep.
the end of the day, you still get to go home
That's
and
right.
not be harassed by the police
That's right.
officer,
Yep.
or, not worry about if your fridge is full.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Mm. That's right. That's probably right most of the time. Yep. Yep.
It kind of reminds me, this was like years and years ago, but that conversation I was with my parents. I think I was reading like White Fragility at the
Mm.
time, and my parents were very adamant that, like, systemic racism, not a thing, like, not a thing, not a thing. And I
Yep.
was trying to explain, like, from your perspective, but if you actually, like, anyway, long story
Yeah.
short, it kind of reminds me of, I think how what everyone is saying, like, my mom was like, well, I just don't know why they have to protest. I don't understand why they have to protest. And it's like, if you started by saying, like, hey, this isn't good, and no one listened, and then you shouted, this isn't good, and no one listened, and then you shouted to your neighborhood, and no one listened, like, you've gotten to the point where, like, you've done all the things, and it's to the point where, like, no one is listening to you.
Mm.
And coming back to, like, the optimism thing, like, you don't have to protest. You can say, oh yeah, it's bad, but unless you're living it and you've done all of these things to try to make it better as a black person, and nothing is changing, it just kind of all
Yeah.
reminds
Yeah.
me of the same
Yeah.
thing.
Appreciate that. Yep. Mm. Mm. No, they're very quiet today. Deb, Deb's very quiet. There's maybe someone else here too. It's a little hard for me to tell, and I don't know who. I can't see who these people are for sure, but we'd love to hear from you if you're listening and you have anything to add.
It just hit me, just a little random tidbit. There was a book that was popular with our president, Norman Vincent Peale's The Power of Positive Thinking, is kind of the epitome of privilege and just,
Yeah.
by thinking I can have it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's true if you come from wealth.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not true for vast majority of people.
Yeah. That is an irony. Yeah, he's an RCA guy. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's right. Yep. In New York City. Yep. Yep.
That's surprising to me.
Yep. Yep. Oh.
You're assuming Trump is educated.
Well, that's worth mentioning. So my grandmother was a Methodist growing up, but when I was a kid, she was going to a church in Southern California, this Mines thing.
Mm.
And they preached from the front, this science of positivity and heal and it was kind of a intellectualized version of kind of positive thinking theology.
Yeah. Yep.
Believe it well enough and live it, you will manifest the good thing.
Yeah.
My grandma was suffering. We're talking about thoughts of positivity. Meanwhile, my mom was depressed and suffering.
Oof.
Grandma could not empathize.
Oof. Yeah. Right. That's very difficult. Yeah, man. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. We've got a few minutes left. This has been great. I think it points to the fact that we're going to have lots of good conversation and things to think about in the weeks ahead. But I want to end with number 7 there, which is just giving you a little bit of time to write down a sentence of what hope means to you. And maybe that has changed because of our conversation. Maybe it hasn't. But what does hope mean to you? Take that in whatever direction you want to take it and have it be a way of kind of wrapping up our discussion here together. Anybody want to share before we depart?
Mine is believing in the good.
Believing in the good. Mine is, this is not the end.
I wrote, keep planting seeds. And then for me, try to cultivate joy. I go through the list of the fruits of the Spirit.
Yeah.
Joy is one of my weakest ones. How do I find joy?
Mm.
And
Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, what does it matter, right? What are we doing? Yeah. This is the thing. I mean, optimism is the easier place to sit. It's all going to be fine, and then we lean into our privilege, and in a lot of ways, it probably is fine, right? Because we're not engaged. Choose, though, to engage the real things of this world, whatever they might be, and I think one of the great challenges becomes, how do I not become burnt out, or how do I still experience joy? It is a question for almost anyone, I think, that tries to face honestly something difficult and complex and overwhelming. Yep, yep. Well, they're back. They're back. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. Yep. Check.
So excited that we got to see the cats when we got home.
I bet. Yeah, we were so excited to see our dogs. Yeah.
The whole way home, she was like, I can't wait to see Julius. I can't wait to see Claire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. 100%. We're going to do that later. All right, if you're in the room, you can grab a seat. We're going to very quickly here debrief together. We won't take long to do this, but we are going to take just a second, as is kind of our little tradition on these mornings. It seems as though the Kroendijk boys have had some fun this morning. Yeah, that's the game they played.
That's happens when you have 4 boys. Do you know?
I'm well aware, yeah. I'm well aware. I'm sure. All right. So just think through these questions here for a second. What is one thing you're thankful for from the morning, and or what is one thing you are taking away from today? And I am going to just pass this around so people can hear us online. Anybody want to share one or both of those things?
I'm thankful Elliot has a love of dad puns with me.
Oh, Elliot definitely has a love of dad puns. I'm glad you made that connection. Yep.
In addition to that, I love seeing people's gifts. Like Elliot and Elizabeth were in their prime. Yeah. And I was a runner, and that was like great for me. So
I'm so glad she enjoyed it too. I had just a blast decorating bags with Elizabeth.
Awesome.
And connecting with someone. I know Elizabeth, but we're not super connected all the time, and so just connecting with another person in the congregation and bonding over puns was fun.
That's beautiful. It's one of the reasons why if you can think back, we started these We started these when we were coming kind of out of COVID, and we were trying to figure out, like, how do we reconnect with each other? And so that what you just expressed is exactly one of the reasons why we do this. Yep.
Weeding conversations.
Weeding conversations. Yes.
Learning about a member's tattoo.
Yeah, we have a tattoo. We won't name the person who has the tattoo, but it's on their ankle and it's in a foreign language, and we're curious about it. I can't wait to hear what you're going to say. Yes.
I'm glad that I checked the fantasy app so that I found out that LeBron James scored 67 fantasy points on the 9th.
Oh, wow. On the 9th. You're a little late to the game. That's 3 days ago. Yeah?
But it's still 67 fantasy points.
I'm so happy for you. 67 fantasy points. Yeah.
I'm thankful for the game Blank Slate.
Blank Slate. That is a good one. If you haven't played Blank Slate, would highly recommend it. Yep, I see.
Roy cheated.
I'm sure he did. Sure he did. Roy, do you want to defend yourself? Do you want to defend yourself? Well, yes, this is good things.
This morning I learned that Kaman Kapik, I forgot his name, scored 30, and this guy said I won't tweet until this player scores 30 points, and it's been 3 years since then, and he scored 30 like 2 nights ago.
Thank goodness. The drought is over, so finally tweets are going to happen again. Wow. Yeah. Lovely. Thank you. Your parents can talk with you later. Yep. What's that? I know, the laughter. Yeah, this whole thing. It's such a gift. I mean, on a normal Sunday morning, do we get the chance to laugh and maybe discover that 67 fantasy points were scored? Maybe, But we don't always have the chance, right? The mornings are full, and we're coming and we're going, and so we weren't sure whether we should do a group Sunday here, and I'm walking away being like, yeah, look at this. Of course, it was lovely and wonderful. So lots happening this week again, tonight, Wednesday, and then Saturday. It's all in Church Center, and hopefully there's another space for you to connect with some folks. All right. As we go from this place this week, may the laughter and the joy of our time here together carry you, propel you, so that you might be a person of joy and laughter and love in the week ahead. Be those people. Amen. Thanks, everybody. Good to see you. Glad to be with you.